Yo, what's up, world? Welcome to this week's episode of Courtside Radio, the realest and dopest hoop show in the land, with the starting five in the building. I'm Mike Hill, the point guard, the Magic Johnson of the show, here to lead the way, and I'm here with my guys. I'll let Larry Bird start first since he's
Hold on, before you do that, I want you to understand. Why do you
out.
keep saying you the Magic Johnson? You the shortest person in the room right now.
He's the point
guard.
guard. Technically,
But
even
it
though
was
I'm on the
like,
board.
I always,
Come on, leave Earl Boykins alone for a little bit. Come on.
I was like, we got to give you Isaiah or something. We got to give you Zeke. We got to give you Zeke
I'll
or
take
somebody,
Zeke,
man.
but
Magic
from Detroit. Magic was the winner, but man, we in the building. What's up, Mike?
What's good with you? What's good? Big Mike in the building. Ida Pappy. You know, we came through all the way from Inglewood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I is.
What's up,
Yes, I
Mr.
is.
Shice Wright himself, man.
Shice Wright, LA's finest, Bruce in the building,
Right.
Superstar.
running the
Yes,
show.
he is.
What's up, Hines?
Fresh
What's good,
cut,
y'all?
show.
Shalom. Alex Himes in the building. Check out at Himes World on Instagram. Yeah, that young shout out.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I like it. So, hey, we got a guest today, man. My guy, Mark. Mark, introduce yourself to the listeners who you are.
Hey, what's going on, world? This is your boy Mark, a.k.a. MB. Detroit versus everybody. What's happening with y'all?
Ooh. He coming here throwing fun. But we're not going to talk about the Pistons this episode.
I got a homie from. I got a
Shout
homie
out to
from
Blake, though.
Blake made the All-Star team.
random. Hey, I give a shout out. I got a homie from Flint that actually sells alkaline water in Nashville, and
You said he sells it in Nashville?
he sells
need
it
to sell it in
Nashville.
Flint.
You need to sell it in Flint.
No,
The hell
he
he
does
does,
sell it in Flint. That's what I'm saying. He goes there and brings it. He donates and sells it to Flint.
Oh, that's what's up.
I mean, you might have Blake, but that ain't helping y'all in the
Shout out
standings right now.
Garden
Oh, yeah.
Youth, alkaline water
Outside
on
of
that
the playoffs.
Okay, I like the plug.
Yeah,
Mike.
for that grass.
Hey, but
My boy Alex.
hey, Mark, if you didn't know, man, we here to attack this hoop game, this hoop world, and
For sure.
it gets real feisty up in here, man. Everybody challenges me because I am that guy, I guess.
He makes no sense most times.
Bruh.
He took Danny's
You know what he
role.
took exactly. I was like, you know what? His
Is
nonsense.
that English?
He tries to.
Hey,
make
Danny,
his-
I can see why everyone hated, but no, Danny was always wrong. So we
Always wrong.
Yeah,
Still
we-
wrong right now.
just-
Whatever you're
you
thinking
just-
right now, Danny, is wrong.
Yeah.
You just sided with Danny. Listen to
I know.
this now.
Wait,
That's why I had to take it back.
who's Danny?
I had to take it back.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Hey,
Phone
but
will ring soon.
let's get to the breaking news of today. Came out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
It was so crazy. I was texting
Stole the
guys
show from the
about
Lakers.
ideas for that AD trade with their package, but then boom,
Boom.
Wah, wah, wah.
Porzingis. So if you haven't heard, the Knicks and the Dallas Mavericks made a deal today. Dallas receiving Porzingis, Kristaps Porzingis, Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, and Trey Burke. And the Knicks are receiving DSJ, that's Dennis Smith Jr., Wes Matthew, DeAndre Jordan, and likely a first-round
They said
draft
two
pick.
first-round
Two,
picks.
yeah,
Two.
but it was two.
So
Yeah,
two first
two.
round draft picks. So to me, it's no loser. I don't
Yeah.
think it's any loser
No.
because for the Knicks, you get a point guard that has potential. He
Yeah.
didn't fit in Dallas anymore because he didn't. They had Luka
Yeah.
who plays like the Harden, LeBron type role
Yeah,
for
so
that
instead
team.
of drafting Frank Ntilikina, you could have just drafted TSG.
I know, that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
We're going to move on.
Yeah, then
Exactly.
Then Wesley Matthews gives you a defender. So they plan like the Lakers. They plan to bring people in there. So you still want veterans around. You have a young up and coming guy. You have these draft picks. So if the Knicks were to get a top 3 pick, they can get Barrett or Zion, and then receive a lottery pick because Dallas isn't making the playoffs. Do y'all agree? Because
No,
It's
Dallas
too
is
late.
tanking. This is
Yeah, I
even
agree.
more.
It's too late.
not
Yeah, it's too
going
late.
in.
Yeah, it's too late.
It made it even worse for them to take this because Kristaps isn't coming back.
Yeah, so it's two lottery picks they're gonna have this year. So if they pull off a Jimmy Butler or Kyrie wants to go, play back in his hometown, you get. But it won't happen now with Dennis Smith. But but even then, Dennis Smith is still a trading piece that you can have. Yeah, if you get some top-notch veterans, and then of course Dallas got a good trade. I like Tim Hardaway, Courtney Lee. But guys, tell me what you feel about it. What you feel about it, Mark?
I mean, quite frankly, I think the Knicks didn't do themselves any favors by making this trade. I mean, when you talk about attracting free agents for this summer, people wanted to play with Porzingis, but now that he's gone to Dallas, I mean, now who really wants to go to New York when they have nothing but young guys, really? I mean, yeah, you got Wes Matthews. However, I mean, what's the chance of Kyrie going to New York now when it's kind of out there that he may want to go team with LeBron? Does KD still want to go be the man by himself in New York when he clearly don't want to be the man by himself anywhere, as we've seen with his only 2 teams?
Damn.
So, who the Knicks didn't they didn't do themselves any favors. Dallas, on the other hand, has made themselves very attractive from the standpoint you got Doncic and you have Porzingis. with Dirk on his way out. So I think guys may want to go there, especially if you're a guard who likes a stretch 4, stretch 5 like Porzingis and Doncic. So
but
the winner is Dallas.
I think that's impacted by Luka because Luka likes to have the ball a lot and he likes to be the playmaker. And another thing that I look at that people are overlooking, this dude Porzingis cannot stay healthy, bro.
Nah.
So it's
A
like
lot of bigs can't stay healthy though.
yeah,
But
but
he's-
if
go
you're
ahead.
trading
It's
so
different.
much
It's different
for
with
him,
him.
2 first-round picks, Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre, and Wes, like you're trading so much. So it's like
Valuable pieces.
yeah. So if he doesn't pan out, it's like you just got rid of your future for nothing because they're not set up to win anytime soon.
No, but still, like, look, if there's all right, let's start off by saying one thing. This is the most Knicks thing they could do, trading away their like big iconic piece
yeah.
Yeah.
when no
That's
one
fair.
wants to go there, and now all they have left to say about it is they have James Dolan, who's still there, which no one wants to play for or anywhere be around by any stretch of the word.
It's
The
on
only
New
thing
York
that they got out of this trade, actually 2 things. I'll give them that. They got things that will be coming off the books in the next couple of years. DeAndre and Wes come off the books very shortly.
Yep.
DeAndre and Wes actually come off the books this year if DeAndre declines his player option.
Which
so
he
they
probably will.
yeah, and
Most
that makes
likely.
sense. So they also get 2 picks out of it. So they go into this summer with 2 really good picks, right? One being their own, the Dallas one, because they won't make the playoffs, just because the West is so loaded.
Yeah.
And for the Mavericks on their end, they get a guy in Kristaps who can be attractive, and whether or not he stays healthy. Look, Kristaps in New York was the guy. He had to be the guy both offensively and defensively. In Dallas, he doesn't have to be the guy for everything.
Yeah,
right?
I like that part.
It's a
That's
good
true.
move
Trade.
because
Yeah.
in New York, because he was everything, both offensively and defensively, a guy who's a 7-footer that's doing everything is more likely to get injured.
Yep.
Now he has other guys to play around him to make his game a lot easier. He doesn't have to be the guy to create his own shot. He doesn't have to be the guy to give out the pass that leads to the alley-oop of his own. He doesn't have to be the guy to run back down the floor, chase down, and get that mad block.
What you feel, Mike?
I feel like more so Dallas won the whole trade because you get perfect pieces that fit your team right now with what you were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't got it right now.
Yeah, they're
You,
not.
that's
ready
I
to
was like,
win.
you ain't got it right now.
Yep.
It's like we see what you're trying to do with your pieces, but it's like, how you gonna utilize them from here? It's like we can think of a perfect situation for you, but
Yeah, because if in a perfect world, they will become, I would say, a better version than Nash and Dirk when they
Yep.
were in Dallas together. In a perfect world, because I mean, Porzingis stays healthy, Luka does his thing. Oh, people love us, man. They called us before the show, during the show. Yo, what's up, man? Courtside Radio with the starting 5. Thank you for calling in. State your name.
You guys may remember this voice.
was good.
Who remembers this voice?
Was good with you.
Mr. Ewing, is that you?
We talking about the Knicks, and
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing has called the show.
What's up, man?
Warren, big dog.
Motherfucker.
Man, hey,
What's up, Warren G?
We miss you, homie.
Take us off speaker, man.
And speak up. Yeah, I can't hear you, bro.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
We're gonna hang up on you like they do on the radio.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
A little bit.
So what's up, man? We're talking about the Porzingis trade, the winner and loser, or if anybody lost, or if anybody truly won.
I'm a firm believer that New York is trying to position themselves to get something better. I don't know. They weren't ever sold on Porzingis. The only person that was ever sold on Porzingis when they was there was Phil Jackson, and
True.
he's not there anymore.
Yep.
Exactly.
So they are trying to position themselves for something better, i.e. Jimmy Butler, i.e. Kyrie Irving, because we all know Kyrie isn't going to stay. If whoever thinks Kyrie is staying in Boston is
Crazy.
I would hope are not a
Crazy.
lunatic.
Before anyone says anything, I want you to know, Warren, if you think he's
Oh,
leaving,
and he's sitting.
you are crazy. And I'm telling you right now, the only thing that you don't realize is that if the Celtics, Kyrie Irving knows that if the Celtics want him to stay, Kyrie Irving is staying. And that's the end of the story. Especially now with KP gone.
Cleveland
your
wanted him to
chances-
stay, but he left.
Kyrie will leave
Yeah, but
y'all
who the hell?
ass.
As Joakim Noah
Kyrie
says,
does not. Kyrie believes the earth is flat, so we can't.
We gonna get
believe
in.
a
We
damn
gonna
thing
get
that
into
comes out
why
his mouth.
Kyrie's leaving later.
He's leaving. He's fucking
As
leaving.
Joakim Noah
I
said
think
about
this was the
Cleveland,
plan
when
from
Kyrie
jump.
was there, who the hell wants to play in Cleveland?
Well, reuniting with LeBron and all this other shit. That he's gone. You might as well chalk that up. He's out of there.
Let's bet wings on
But
it.
the Porzingis thing,
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It's kind of too early to say. You know, on paper, I would say the Dallas Mavericks won the trade, even though the Knicks wanted Porzingis gone. I would say the Mavericks won. But they still gave up some pretty nice pieces. Like, they gave up Dennis Smith, who solid point guard, real athletic, and, like, some shooters. Like, they gave up some pretty nice pieces. So
Yeah,
it's
Wes
gonna
Matthews
be
is
fun
a
to
good
see.
shooter.
Yep.
Huh?
Wes Matthews is a good shooter, that's for sure.
And then those 2 first-round picks are clutch, man, because one of them is going to be a lottery pick this year, and you don't know how healthy.
No, they don't have their pick this year.
Dallas don't?
I think it's Atlanta's.
It's owned, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the
Yeah, they
I remember
traded
the
for the
swap.
Trae Young
It was
Luka
the
swap.
swap.
They gave up a first-round pick.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah, a lot of people
But
forget
still, they
that.
got picks in the
They're gonna have a
future.
good
Oh
pick,
no!
you know?
Next
For-
year,
for
and
the
then
Knicks?
year after that, Dallas is gonna suck for the next
If you're
3
the
years.
Knicks, I'm like, man, we're about to lose all these games
Yeah.
and try to get Zion. And if you have Dennis Smith and
Everybody
Zion there,
wants Zion.
people
I'm
want to
not
go
sold
there.
on Zion,
And that's
man.
another
Well,
thing.
I'm-
They didn't-
I honestly-
I'm
they
sold
wanted-
on where he goes.
I
and
actually
somebody working
think-
with what he has.
I actually think the Knicks
I
are
think
much
he goes-
better
You
now.
can't. RJ Barrett. This is what I say. RJ Barrett will be the best player coming out of the draft.
Really?
But you got to think about this. Zion is to me.
Yeah, RJ is
Zion.
the
Look,
best
RJ is a
all-around
better
player.
He's like
coming
most
out. No,
most complete player.
Yeah,
but
he's
that's what I'm
on
saying.
field.
Like
I mean,
coming
but
out,
that's
he's a
what you
better
want.
player. But you have Zion that when you take him, you can't emulate being 285 and being the most athletic person on
Zion
majority
could
of
turn
teams
in-
that you're gonna go to.
Zion, I still
Zion
think like
literally
his
looks
ceiling
he
is
takes
Blake,
off from the 3-point line.
basically. I think the
Hell
best he
no.
can
But that's
be
what
is
I'm
like
saying.
Blake.
The team that he goes to will make his career better.
Yeah.
Because if
That's
you
an
work
insult to
Zion
Blake
into
Griffin.
what?
No, I mean Zion. My bad. That's an insult to Zion.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
about to
Zion
say-
just needs a coach. He just needs to be coached.
That's-
That's it. That's
I
it. That he's
just-
not getting that from Coach K.
Yeah, he's going to
But I
learn.
just
a lot this
believe
year.
that. I mean, you know, NBA coaching and college coaching is two totally different coaching.
I
Right now,
agree.
he fucking bitches
You don't listen to
and
shit.
scoring points right now. When he gets in the NBA,
boy
he
Warren.
We're a
going
family
somebody
show,
really
guys.
gonna sit him down like, hey, look, check this out. We give you this money.
Damn.
You about to play right, or we're gonna trade you to Brooklyn where you're gonna lose every year.
Hey, Warren,
So you might want to act like you know something.
you good out there, man?
Warren missed it.
I said,
I
you
miss-
good?
You might as well become a Nets fan at this point because your Knicks are going to stink for the next
No,
couple of
he-
years. Bro.
He's a Bulls fan.
He's a
Bulls
Bulls
fan.
fan.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Even worse, bro. I'm
Yeah.
I'm a
sorry.
Bulls fan.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Even
And an
though-
Eagles fan. We
Lose.
want to put that. And he's
I
an
can talk
Eagles
trash
fan.
about anybody.
Why you gotta go
Lose,
there?
So what's up?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't lose, but I
yeah,
see one. What's good?
yeah. Eagles fan too.
But appreciate you calling in,
Make sure
man. We
let
ain't
me
heard
know.
from you in a minute, man. It's,
Yeah,
We
might-
love you,
No,
fam.
I keep saying I'm gonna pull up on y'all.
Yeah,
Just
shut
pop
up,
in,
Pull
bro.
up, pull up.
Shut up.
Don't
You
say
know
it.
where we be.
Don't say it. Do it.
Kill
The
that
way
noise.
my travel arrangements are set up. You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying?
You
We
got
gonna-
money.
We gonna make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Uber
but-
ain't nothing new.
Hey, Warren, thanks for calling, man. If you hear something that entices you later, maybe you can hit us up, man.
All right, let me know. Have y'all already touched on the AD trade?
Nah, that's next. We
We
had
gonna get
Chris
to that
Stapps was
next.
breaking news.
Yeah, Chris Stapps was.
We was hoping AD would get traded during the game, but we don't know yet, so
Yeah.
we're gonna leave it right here.
For sure. All right, so,
All right, man.
All right.
So the big trade. So for me, I think it's equal until Chris Stapps can show that he can stay healthy. Damn, we hot tonight.
That is Danny.
Answer that. Hey, how you doing, man? It's Courtside Radio with the starting five. State your name. Thank you for calling.
My name is T. How y'all doing today?
Man, we
What's
doing
up,
all
man?
right. What's good?
What's up, bro?
The Knicks just got robbed, by the way. If anybody thinks so,
Yeah.
thinks otherwise,
You
they
think they
fucking
got robbed?
stupid.
I just
I can't cuss on here. My bad.
You can
You can-
try not to.
The Knicks basically made a whole salary dump based on the fact that they think they can attract two max contract players, and you can't. I don't see anybody coming to play with Knox, Mitchell Robinson, or Nikhil. However you say his
Ntilikina.
name, he a bum. But I don't see
Ntilikina.
anybody
He a bum.
to see that.
He a
That's
bum.
an
I mean, he
attractive
is a
place to
bum.
play.
Bum.
Yeah, this is true.
James Dolan is a bum.
That's why the trade was made,
traded
though.
the only
Trash,
asset.
bro.
Someone needs to be
And then
recording you right now and
only-
turning this into a meme right
Hey,
now.
but you have to remember this, that this is the NBA. When they want something to happen, they make it happen. So if they want Zion on the
If
Knicks,
they don't get a
he's
pick
going to the Knicks.
until 2021. By that time, the Mavs will be good, and this pick won't even be a lottery pick. You get a 2021 a 23 pick. Neither of these picks will be north of the 20th pick. They'll
Yeah.
both be
I honestly,
21st or less. And then you trade for the only thing that's good is if they don't buy out Wesley or DJ, you put yourself in a worse position because they're not coming to tank. They're gonna win games.
oh yeah,
So if
no,
you don't buy him out,
yeah, they're gonna
you're
screw
not
this
even
up.
getting Zion no more. So then you lose again.
Yeah.
They about to mess
They
this
don't
up.
go nowhere
Hey,
to lose.
Yeah, like they're literally gonna win more
But-
games
but,
with this
hey,
draft,
they're-
with this trade.
They're not.
That's if
they're
they
not
keep those
playing
guys.
to win.
Don't forget. They could ship these guys right back
That's
on
still-
out.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
still have a few days to trade these guys. I was
doubt-
told they can't send them in
I doubt
multiplayer
it.
trades, but they can send them solo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
pretty
perfect.
certain that they'll
That's
get
the way they
bought
want
out. And if AD goes to the Lakers, that's pretty much where Wesley and DJ will end up.
I don't think DJ goes to the Lakers, but I can see Wesley because he's a shooter.
I
But
do.
I still think
No,
like
I-
Zubac
They,
will
are,
be in
they
the
already
trade.
got Tyson
If-
Chandler and they've got.
But they got Tyson.
It
But they got
doesn't
Tyson
matter.
and
Tyson
McGee.
and
DJ,
Yeah.
Lakers know.
Look,
Mark,
mark my words. If
the
DJ
Lakers
gets
have
bought
to
out,
trade at least 5 players to get AD.
if DJ gets bought
Anybody
out,
who gets
It's 4
bought
and a
out
pick.
is going
if
to the
DJ
Lakers.
gets bought out,
Anybody.
he will end up on the Celtics roster, or the Celtics are willing
You
to
got-
trade with.
You got
You
J.R.
have to
Smith,
give up
you
the
got Jamal
Celtics' dream
Crawford,
of
you got
winning
DJ,
this
you got Wesley
championship in the
Matthews.
next 10 years. Give it up.
Bro, get out of here.
You're
Who are
gonna.
you?
You guys have to give up this dream.
Hey man, hey T, we just got a Boston homer in here, and he's
That's true.
selling
It's-
us his dream.
I'm not
of-
even trying. Like, it's not even.
BS.
I'm not gonna give it 10, but I was like, y'all do have to give up a dream on like the next 5, couple, maybe 6 years
Get out of here, bro.
for a
But think-
Now,
championship.
Danny Ainge won't get AD because Danny Ainge always gets lopsided trades,
being real.
and I don't think the Pelicans is going to
See,
give them a lopsided trade for AD. He
I
robs
agree.
everybody.
Yeah,
They
God.
I
won't.
don't-
But I
think
think he's over.
His history is making him reluctant of anybody reluctant of trading with him.
Yeah. I appreciate you too. Thank you for calling in, and I agree with you.
Sorry about your Knicks, bud.
And I'm gonna touch on that a little bit, but thank you for calling, brother.
Good luck on that championship in 2033.
Thanks a lot, man.
Ah,
All right,
Hey,
but yeah,
so-
let me say something
Oh, you
because
got it, Bruce.
I agree with the caller. I think the Knicks got robbed, and I think they made they like prematurely made this trade. Another thing about it is I think that it might be like an agreement between Cuban and Dolan because you don't really make that trade. You could have got way more for Kristaps, like just to help your
But
future.
I don't see why.
Because I think what they did was more so dump Tim Hardaway's contract. Fine, Kristaps is still on a rookie deal, and then you send like Trey Burke, who's on a minimum deal basically,
Yeah.
who's just another guard, who's pretty good off the bench. Is actually going to help Dallas a little bit,
That
I
is.
think. But you're going to win more games in New York unless you trade these guys away in the next couple weeks. And then, I mean, like, you have a clean slate, but like they said, who are these players going to come play with in New York?
Question though, is it a guarantee though that the Knicks are going to win games just because of this trade? I mean,
No, they're just
No.
no. They're just going to win more games than they could. I mean, they're going to win enough games to not get Zion or not
dude.
get the top
no,
three
no.
picks.
They just
No,
traded
they still
away.
suck.
They just traded away extra pieces on top of Kristaps being there. Tim Hardaway Jr. was
Yeah, it's
actually
nice.
playing
That was
well
their
for
score.
them.
He was
No.
playing
I'm
good.
saying Kristaps wasn't even playing.
I know Tim Hardaway Jr. was playing solid.
he was playing.
No,
Trey
good.
Burke
he's
was playing
good.
Solid.
He was
Yeah.
actually playing good
Yeah.
recently.
The other thing though is that these guys that they just got are probably going to either get bought out or traded quickly. So those wins that you're like, I feel like these wins that we're all accounting for with them
Yeah.
are not going to actually.
I don't
be
count
there.
the
The
wins.
other
Let's hope
benefit-
so.
But
Time
the other
out.
benefit,
Time out. Oh no, my bad.
no. The one other benefit of having him,
My
like,
bad.
damn.
No, because I don't count the Knicks to win nothing.
Yeah, no,
That's why I said I don't know
exactly.
what wins.
Yeah,
don't
y'all
count me
counting
in
up.
on this list.
No, I
I don't
get
count
that.
the Knicks
I
to
agree.
win nothing.
But
Yeah.
adding these
Anytime
guys,
soon.
the one benefit
Crap.
they have is they got these guys, right? These guys are wanted commodities on contenders. So what
Yeah.
they can do, they turned a guy who was injury prone into getting 2 expiring deals who are definitely valued players plus picks.
Yeah.
So they can
Yeah,
go to
they
these
can
other
get draft
teams.
picks.
Yeah, they go to these other teams and say, "Hey, we'll trade to DeAndre Jordan. Give us a pick or two
Yeah.
and one player, or
Yeah.
one pick and one player."
Yeah,
go
I
to
agree.
another team, do the same thing. So you get basically out of Kristaps Porzingis, who's injured, you get potentially 4 picks and maybe 1 or 2 players that are either coming off the books or something to build upon down the road.
Hey, so
that
let me,
all makes sense though,
got it.
except for
It's the Knicks.
it's the Knicks and nobody is certain to go there. So they're clearing all this cap space for potentially nothing or mediocre players for next season and the years after.
But you have to take that chance because
They
weren't going to win
them for
anytime
actually
soon.
having the ability to do that.
Yeah.
But
They just needed to open up that money.
Because they might be able to get 3 guys.
it
Like,
may be the biggest waste of a
hey,
trade.
think about Miami when they opened up all that space because they had to re-sign Wade. They went and got Bosh. They went and got LeBron. So that's how the Knicks are looking at it. And the NBA eventually needs New York to win. So
I don't think so, honestly, bro.
Yeah, I
if you
agree
think
with
about
that.
it,
you
like,
don't need them anymore.
you don't
been
need
a
the Knicks to
long-
win because they haven't won in so long. I mean,
Just because it's a big
even their little
market.
playoff run with Melo, like they
call
make
that a
money
playoff run?
regardless. Like with just like the Lakers, you're gonna make money regardless just because of the franchise you are, the story franchise, and like all the fans you have, the big market you're in. The money's not an issue for them. They're never gonna have that issue. But like we've heard for years, Dolan is a horrible owner. The culture in New York is terrible. Nobody wants to really be there and deal with him as an owner. So if you don't want to deal with the owner, why are you going to go sign there? And then you have no players for me to come play with. I don't care if me and Kyrie both go, meaning I'm KD or I'm Kawhi or I'm Jimmy Butler. Nobody cares.
But you know what it gives you? It gives you that open cap space to be like, if I'm KD, I can go there and I can tell anybody else to come with me because we have all this space and we got a top 5 pick, so they can go and get maybe a KD, one more guy, get a bunch of role players, trade that top 3 pick if they don't want it, and go get somebody else that's unhappy.
No, they can definitely make moves.
What if you ship off? What if, bro, if they get the first pick and they call the Pelicans in the offseason and say, we want AD for the first pick, bro, they're getting AD.
I don't think he's worth
Not
it.
alone.
Yeah,
Not
you have to
alone.
get more.
Not alone.
But you would trade.
For a first
You
pick.
would have traded Porzingis
No,
in that
you would
pick
trade
for
Wesley
AD.
Matthews, DeAndre Jordan.
Damn.
'Cause are you a trade like Dennis Smith and guys like that you know?
That's not
you
enough.
can
No,
dump,
no,
but-
That's not enough.
I
But
think
to get Zion, I think they would be like ecstatic because they actually have something to sell. Like any trade that they make, they're not getting anything back that's going to sell tickets.
They had something to sell
You
when
know?
they drafted AD.
I mean,
look how that's turning
but the
out.
Yeah,
thing, one
but-
thing you have to worry about the Knicks is the Knicks don't need help selling tickets.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't matter to them.
Yeah.
They're the team, whatever team. Me and
No.
you, the courtside starting 5 could be in New York right now, and we selling out the Garden.
Yeah, because people want to see everybody else winning team.
Yo, James, don't
Real
Like,
talk.
it's just the
And-
Garden, bro. Like
It's
and
just
the
all
guard
of
is a
it.
thing
We
to be
selling
at.
this
It's a place
thing.
to be at.
Like,
We're all available.
at
James Dolan,
starting
please give us a
guard,
free call.
like,
you know,
Hey,
we will
Bruce,
definitely
like-
sign the
Hey,
rest of
so
the season.
so before we move on, I just want to say
Oh, damn.
that I feel
All of us.
I feel that people overrate Porzingis. It's like he hasn't been to the playoffs. He hasn't played
He's in
for
his what year in the league?
winning team.
He's in his third year?
Third.
Hey,
Yeah, he's not even off of
How
his
you gonna
rookie
judge
contract,
him?
man.
Just that early though, like
because how people talk about
hell, he
him,
ain't played in almost 2 years.
bro. 'Cause
I don't care what you say. You've seen Porzingis play. He's very good
But right.
if he's healthy.
First of all,
you can always
if-
go off the what if
it's huge.
somebody's healthy. You can always go off the. I mean, we could go what if Steph.
Yeah, but
Like
Right.
Steph be out with
But-
ankle injuries
but
half
Steph
the
has
time.
played winning basketball.
AD is the same thing. Oh, AD's injury history. Take him.
Steph
Y'all should
played-
trade him because he's injured. Like at the end of the day, these guys been on my team for 50 games, even
So
40
You
games,
could say
even.
the same about
do
Joel
you-
Embiid too.
Like exactly.
Hey,
Like
but do you trust Porzingis, who hasn't played a playoff series, to come lead? Like people are comparing.
I
him.
trust him over DeAndre Jordan and Wesley Matthews in that first round pick that I just traded away and
Yeah,
Dennis Smith Jr. Yeah, I want him to
Exactly.
team up with Luka Doncic and then to learn from Dirk,
But what-
who's
what-
another Euro style player, undersized, unathletic, but just can do basically
what
what
if it doesn't work?
if it does? What if it wasn't
Nobody-
gonna work with the team they had?
I know, but
Nobody's
you're trading
expecting-
your
Nigga,
future
Mark-
away
Trading your future away in who?
with,
Who did
with
they?
the first round picks.
First
But
round.
first round picks in the NBA only go so
I have
far.
my future with Luka. I have my future with Porzingis,
And they already here.
I still can get first and second round picks if I trade away like Harrison Barnes on an expiring deal.
Dude, you also
or
said these teams have to take risks. What did the Knicks just
No,
do?
yeah, I know.
They just took that risk.
But I
They
just
took a
I think
very
that-
They
I
bet
think-
the house
very big
on
risk.
getting a number 1 draft pick and a free agent this year. They bet the house on it.
I know, but I think that people would just overrate Porzingis. I think he's a good. Really
You're
good
over here
player.
overrating a draft pick who we haven't seen play in the NBA
yeah,
yet.
we can't overrate a pick when we see a valued commodity that's
Of course,
already there.
That's-
but
that we've already
if you,
seen
If you had a
together.
team, if you had a team today,
we see what they both
who you
could
want
do.
on your team, Porzingis or Zion?
Porzingis.
How do I know I'm getting Zion though?
No,
I
I'm
don't
saying
know who
if
I'm about to
You can
get.
get Zion.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a
I'll take
guarantee.
Paul
Oh, yeah.
Pierce.
So
But-
if I'm over here taking a chance that all of us have like a 33% chance
I'll
that
take
we're
the
going to
truth.
get, or 20% chance that we're going to get the number one pick. If not, then we get RJ or whoever 3, 4 that don't matter. Nobody really cares who 3 and 4 are this year. I mean, there's good kids out there. It's a deep draft as always.
Yeah.
But-
Shout out to the guy from Murray State. by
I
the
was
way.
just thinking that
Yeah,
too.
like
John
nah, there's
Shout out to
Morant.
hoopers out there, and
Real
I'm
one.
sure,
Bro,
I honestly
John
think we're
Morant's
going to get a gym that comes in like between 4 and 10 in the draft this year. That's just like a show out. But I'm taking Porzingis, bruh,
Hey, but like I said,
all day.
I like to trade.
7-3,
Yeah.
hit you with the hezzy and the step back. Yeah, I want that.
All right.
And-
We saw how Yao Ming's career turned out.
That's
Yao
cool.
Ming-
Yao
I'll
Ming
take-
is very unathletic.
Bro,
He had like a negative
Yao
3-inch
Ming spent
vertical.
his
I don't.
time-
I
don't
will
know
take.
to compare him.
I will take
Porzingis spends his time everywhere.
8
That's
years out of.
that's what-
Two different
I will take
players.
8
You
years
can't
out of
compare them.
Porzingis
That's
if I
what's going
could.
to take his legs out first. But, man, we done with that. We don't care about
He
Dallas
no
Mavericks.
athletic baby Dirk.
Yeah.
He's
We
more
don't,
athletic.
we don't
And
care.
honestly,
Well, exactly.
him coming back from his ACL injury, he's healthy right now. He can play if he wants to. They don't want him to play. They want him to stay healthy.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Going to
exactly what
Kawhi.
the Knicks. I've torn my ACL. It takes
Yeah.
a year to come back. When you're an athlete like them and they get it fixed right away, you can actually be back in 7 to 9 months.
Hey, I can't put my
That's-
franchise on the back of someone weighing 12 pounds. So
You
move
put.
it, we moving
All
it
right.
on.
All
This
right.
coming from a Chiefs fan.
We're moving it on. We got,
Oh,
we got Patrick Mahomes, so we're going to be there for the next 5 to 10
He
years.
is my
Tom Brady,
MVP. I will
best
give y'all
quarterback of
that.
all
He is
time.
my MVP.
Joe Montana. But
Now let's get out of here. Yeah,
let's
on that
go
one.
on to we're in LA, so the big thing that's going on now
AD.
is the Lakers want AD. They're trying to do whatever they can. So what the Lakers are offering is
Crap.
Zoe, Kuz, Ingram, Zubac,
The house.
and is it 2 first-round
babies.
picks?
Potentially,
babies.
potentially
Zoe,
babies.
Ingram, Kuz,
Yes.
Zubac,
Yeah.
and a first.
And
yeah,
first.
Zoe, Ingram, Kuz,
The
Zubac.
entire youth minus
Exactly.
One or two
minus
first. Yeah.
Hart.
So
Wait,
that's
mine
why
is hard.
Yes, we
Hart.
keeping
Josh
Hart.
Hart's not in the trade.
Every time
Hart
we
solid.
said we keeping Kuz and Hart, everybody just
Lakers-
said they
the
we just
Lakers-
gonna keep
Hart
Hart.
solid.
Look,
I
The
but
Lakers
I like
are throwing
Hart though.
Kevin
I
Hart
do
too
too.
if they can get him.
Hey, so I want y'all to, believe me. I'm like, let's go
Man.
get AD. But these are some things out there that will have you say, "Whoa, should we trade all of that? Should we trade all of that for AD?" So one thing with AD is he doesn't play full seasons. The last few seasons he's played 61 games, 64 games, 67 games, 66 games. And he's a big, so bigs don't get healthier as they age. They only get worse.
I think
Didn't we just talk
Michael's
about
bias
not
against
healthy
big
big?
men.
No, I'm not.
I think he is.
You hearing this?
Embiid is one of my favorite
Yeah,
players.
like
in the league.
I first of all, let me
If
get like
he's
2 of them. Let me
healthy.
get like 2 of them.
Injured big man, yeah. Because I wouldn't want to put my franchise on an injured guy. But so in 7 years he's only won one playoff series.
Okay.
His fit with LeBron. LeBron does his best. He's won championships when he had a go-to scoring guard, D-Wade, Kyrie, and shooters, Kyle Korver, Ray Allen. Bosh
Steve,
became a shooter.
Hart,
Kevin
KCP.
Love. And
Oh,
what
Wait, did you
hey,
say KCP?
Shut up.
yeah, sleep.
Vladimir Radmanovic.
we want him out of. Hey, don't you
then,
ever
Then the last thing is
bring him up.
LeBron turns really good bigs into stretch shooters
2008 MVP.
because Chris Bosh was 20 and 12, 14, became a stretch shooter. Kevin Love was 28 and 15, became a stretch shooter. So I'm trying to see. This will be the first time he ever played with a great big. Like Kobe was used to it. He had Shaq. He went to Powell.
AD
so-
can shoot though.
Right.
yeah, but you don't want him shooting three. Oh yeah,
He
that's
does
another
take
thing.
threes.
I know.
AD can hit you with the coldest step back three that you've ever seen.
70% of AD's baskets are in the paint.
Because it's too easy for me. Why not?
Yeah, so but we're not going
doesn't-
to say his shooting and say he scores 70%. His ass is in
But
there
if I'm
going
going,
low.
but I guarantee
He
you're
a
not
big
leaving
ass
him
two
open
guard
in the
pretty
corner
much. What do you mean?
or at the top
Right.
of the key.
No, yeah, but you just don't want him shooting 8 threes. But I want
He
the
better
Lakers,
take whatever open
I
shot
want,
he
I
feel he
want
can
the
make.
Lakers to get them, but I wonder what you guys feel about the information that I just gave you. Like, does that sway? Because I still think that trading all those guys is too much. I will pull Ingram off, or I'll pull Ingram
Why
off.
would you pull Ingram off?
Because they will want
Better
Kuz
take
more.
your
Because
ass out
Kuz
there.
is more ready to go in there and be a top
Ingram can
top
go.
skill.
That's
Kuz-
why you
scorer.
Kuz better
you
keep his
offer
ass
Ingram
here.
because you want Ingram.
Yeah, but you can't. We're not going to rob another team like we did. Hey, first of all,
I'm with you.
shout out to the Grizzlies for that Pau Gasol trade. Man, we love you guys.
still love you.
We beat the Celtics for that, and hey, it was big move.
Huge,
for us.
massive
but
comeback,
we would
man.
never
That
get it.
shouldn't
Game
even-
7.
I'm not.
Hey, we would never get a trade like that.
Nobody will
again.
ever forget
MVP
that.
Vladimir Radmanovich. Thank you very much.
Harmsworth don't got his headphones on because he don't want to hear this.
Yeah, he
nonsense.
don't want to hear.
I hear it in real time. I'm tired of this crap.
Hey, but
I'm tired of y'all talking about Boston.
yeah, hey,
Leave
Boston.
But I'm gonna tell you.
alone. I
But I'm gonna
love
tell
Paul
you.
Pierce.
So what
Ray
you
Allen was
guys
great-
feel
one
about
of the
that
greatest
trade?
shooters
Do
of all
you,
time.
should
Look, so you
should they
guys,
trade everything?
if anybody who has listened to this show knows, for me, like I'm always on the youth. Like I want all of them. I don't want to honestly trade anybody. I don't care. Like whatever, deal with it. We just wait, let them develop, and see what we got this
Take
summer,
KCP,
and just sign Clay. But
Clay.
MVP.
Kyrie?
My
Yeah.
mama, never mind. His mama named him
Like-
Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
we have
Clark.
been waiting on this opportunity for years and years. We didn't take the Paul George trade. Okay, we didn't take the Kawhi trade. Well, they weren't going to give us Kawhi anyway, but supposedly we didn't offer enough in the Kawhi trade, but they weren't going to give us anything no matter what. This is the only opportunity we have to get the superstar we want. Perfect compliment, I think, to LeBron's game as far as like how he's trying to play now, because I think LeBron's gonna play a lot more inside, more inside out. But then again, it's just I don't think we can wait around to make this move. This is our time to jump on it. Like, yeah, I would love to keep one of the young guys, but if they're asking for everything, give them everything. They'll probably give us a piece back. We'll sign a veteran like Melo, which is not going to help us really in the long run.
By the way, Melo was in L.A. today.
He's signing a the paperwork. The only reason Bron I think is playing today is because the trade is settled, and they're probably gonna go down tomorrow.
I just feel the Pelicans aren't going to like let the Lakers punk them and do all that.
But
because
that's part of the reason why everything is going the way it is. So my timeline for how things worked out was Friday. AD and Rich Paul request a trade. They tell them, I'm signing with. I want you to trade me to the Lakers if you can, please.
Take him out of the video.
Be nice. Then
yeah, that was wild.
the Lakers,
funny.
the Lakers basically
Some petty
call
ex-girlfriend.
during this meeting,
I
like,
still haven't seen
you done talking to him? Okay, here's the offer. And the Pelicans are like, no, I'm not talking to you. They're ignoring the calls. So Rich Paul's thing was, okay, now we're going to go to the media and let them know that you requested a trade and you only want to go to the Lakers. That hurts your chances with every other team in the league. Now, we've seen Paul George stay.
Yes, Paul
We've
George.
seen Kawhi get traded to the Raptors and do well. He might stay.
Yeah.
Totally understand
he's
that.
leaving.
Same thing can
going to
happen
the
with
Clippers.
AD. He cannot get traded to the Lakers and stay wherever he is. That's why the Lakers don't want to take a chance with this. But most franchises, like any human being, would be hesitant if you're telling them, I'm not staying after my contract is up. I want to go to Los Angeles. The kid just turned down $80 million extra that he could get in a contract
Max contract there.
for his Supermax. So
He can
clearly,
make it up in other places though.
exactly. So you come to LA, that's 2 movie deals. You're good. But
Not even like
Barbershop.
one, two
so they make that deal, and then the news comes out that AD only wants to go to the Lakers. Then they're like, oh, New Orleans still doesn't want to do it. They don't care. Pop's over here throwing salt in the game and saying like, oh, don't trade with him. Don't trade with him. Like, how is that helping you listening to Pop? And like they said, how is that not tampering that Pop is over here telling another owner, like, don't trade with another team, and he has nothing to do with it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
that's
NBA
true.
He's
has
talking
to.
directly with Dell
That's it.
Demps.
They're
Yeah,
still
but,
tampering.
He
Yeah,
is.
still
Well, the
tampering.
owner, the GM, is still tampering. by
But at the end of the
definition.
day, I still think that if New Orleans is smart, you take the trade because we're giving you the house.
See,
And
now-
you can have a hell of a franchise with the youth that we're giving you. Like you see, we traded away D'Lo. He's doing great. Lonzo's a great point guard. He'll be a compliment to Drew Holiday. They don't want him out there.
It's best for them to. I think for me, as a Laker fan, I go get AD, make it happen.
Yeah.
But I think we're still giving up.
We're
too
giving
much.
up way too much. But the thing is that
you got to give up.
we're in a
everything to get him.
position.
Yeah, but
we're in a
as-
position where we have to give up everything.
Yeah, but as
or
the,
else we're in
as the
trouble.
Pelicans,
No, dude.
I don't make the move
that's-
right now because
yeah,
I want to see
exactly.
the other deals that I can get. Like, what if
Do you
Boston?
want to see the other deals, or
No.
do you think that if you wait for these deals and then the summer rolls around, AD's hurt or
Bro,
Tatum,
he's hurt
Well, I
right
was gonna say,
now.
he's not playing even at the
he has a
moment.
he's
finger.
very
He has
true.
a
No,
finger.
you
He
gotta
has
But
a
he can still sit out the
You
rest of the
gotta
year just
wait.
because.
Yeah,
He
You
has
gotta
a
wait for
finger.
the
Being ass
summer.
about it.
You got to wait for the summer. And the one.
Shut up, Celtics fan. I'm
No,
talking
not
right
even
now.
that.
I'm about to
I
get
hate
there.
Damn.
Oh, he's just talking about the Celtics offer.
No,
but
it's not the
no,
Celtics. It's not the Celtics.
no. But the thing is, what I'm saying is like
No, what is the
the
Celtics offer?
the
actually,
Celtics
for real?
offer right now, supposedly, is that Tatum is on the table, they're going to give you Tatum in like
What?
2
That's
of the
stupid
picks.
for Boston.
No,
What?
he's not.
Don't give up
Fan at all.
Tatum.
Tatum is not on the table. I can tell you that with 100% certainty.
But that's a thing. So the best deal with the Celtics is
Who's your source?
you get Tatum. You get Tatum.
Never reveal.
You get Tatum, but I can see the Celtics having a really good season. The team that they have works out, and they can sign someone else other than AD to work out.
DeAndre.
After Kyrie
Exactly
leaves.
what I was going to say. DeAndre is going to be a free agent, or they can trade for him right now for nothing.
But look, if you're the Pelicans, this is what I've been telling everyone. From the Pelicans standpoint, all right? No matter what you say, wait for the summer. Because people talk about, people are going to be like, by summertime, the Lakers are going to lower their offer, other teams are going
Yes,
to lower their
we
offer.
will, and I
They
hope so.
won't. That's the problem. Let me tell you why. Because if the Lakers and every other team that want AD right now have a benefit. The one team that's always been reported being the Celtics, yes, will be able to trade for him this summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Lakers have to go into this summer and realize, oh, shit, or oh, poop. Like, the Celtics now can get in on it, so we have to keep
Shit
a
was
decent
right.
deal.
Shit was right,
Yeah.
not poop.
All right.
But
oh, shit.
is
They have
the
to keep the deal.
Celtics offer in the summer better than the Lakers offer?
It doesn't matter whether or not. All right, look, I'll put it like this: the
Celtics have the Nets lottery pick they can offer.
They do.
So that helps.
They have
But
4
they
first-round
don't.
picks.
The Nets are
Damn.
not even a
The
lottery
Celtics
team right
have
now.
no. All the 4 first-round picks they have, other than their own, right? They have their own this year and a second round.
That's true.
They have 4 picks that aren't their own. Kings, Memphis. They have a Brooklyn. They have a couple other pieces that are picks going for the next 2 years.
Yeah,
right?
no, they have
so
the pieces,
Celtics
for sure.
can be like, hey, we'll throw you 5 first-round picks. We'll do a sign and trade with Terry Rozier. We'll give you Jaylen Brown. We'll give you freaking Aaron Baines. We'll make money match with someone
No,
else.
they're going to want Tatum.
But that's the
No, no.
thing. As a franchise with New Orleans, I still think that they want a better player, and I understand that you're saying these picks, but these picks
You're
that
not
they're
gonna
giving
get
out,
and you're not going to get a better player.
the picks that
No,
they're giving
no.
out now aren't that good because
No.
these teams
Yeah.
are playing well. Other than the Grizzlies, all of these teams, the Kings, have been decent. They're
They're middle ground.
I'd rather take or keep my player or take Tatum rather than a 10th pick right now.
But those picks right now are going to be better than the Laker picks.
However,
Remember
Oh no,
that.
our picks are not the thing. Our picks are the
players.
players.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
the
young
players.
player.
And
Exactly.
Brandon Ingram is still a good talent. Lonzo Ball is still a game changer when it comes to the vision and IQ that he has on the floor.
And
I mean,
can
he
I
can't
say
shoot
one
for
thing?
nothing.
He's a
No. Sit out, Miss.
No, wait, let me say one thing that you got the table. My boy Bruce came with some fire today, boy. He in here arguing really well, but let me break him down. No, just straight. Go,
No.
you got it, Alex.
No, the only thing that I want to add is that the Celtics are keeping Tatum on the table for one reason, right? The one reason is they want to keep New Orleans interested enough to not make a move by the deadline so they get to the summer, okay?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, if I'm New Orleans, I still take that bet going into the summer because the Lakers will still have a good offer,
Yeah.
and there will be other teams on the table, like potentially Toronto.
Toronto is only on the table right now.
All right, but
They're
you
not
get my
there this
You
summer.
get my point. Teams that are associated and linked with them will want to try and make a move, right? And you have him under contract for 1 year also. So it's not like
Yeah.
you're making a terrible move. You still have him there. And worst comes to worst, another team can come out of the woodwork like, all right, for example, you're the Charlotte Hornets. You give them a ton of stuff. You get AD for the sole purpose of being like, yeah, you're not going to be here come deadline. We're just going to wait until someone gives us something decent for
But
you.
your hypotheticals aren't good enough because the players that any other team trades to New Orleans will not be as good as the Lakers players. 3 of them are potential All-Stars.
That's
Zubac-
hypothetical as well.
Yeah,
we're
dude.
not
No,
sure.
that's hypotheticals, dude. We've said Brandon Ingram was looking like a KD coming out of college,
And he had 36 the other night, so stop
That's
it.
one damn
One
game.
game, yeah.
What
Nah,
about
man, he had
3
30
years,
before.
bro? What
he
about
had 2
3
30-point
freaking
games in
years?
his career.
He's so
Hey, but-
inconsistent, man.
So tell me
Nah,
this.
very inconsistent. But
So-
I just say the potential of the player and just being a playmaker, period. The players that any team has, Toronto has nobody that they can trade to New Orleans that is a difference maker or even has the potential to be a difference maker. Everybody's a role player or it's a first-round pick that's going to be low.
Only reason why
Most
they,
NBA teams are built that way, though. You have
Yeah,
your one
nobody
contributor
has
plus role players.
any potential players that you can actually lean on and hope that they fill out your team. And honestly, with the Lakers, they can trade you almost a full starting lineup minus Drew Holiday. So if you come back and your starting lineup is Lonzo, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and Okafor and Randall's the sixth man, whatever you want to do. That team is better than anything that anybody can offer you, no matter what. Even if you're trading me Tatum only.
But what if they don't
No,
want
I
to
don't
trade
agree
him
with
to
that.
the West? What if they's like, man, we
That's
want
the
to
other
get
Then
him
that's
to
fine.
Dallas.
So you tell me who can give you a better deal.
But to be
they're not
honest,
In the East,
There
nobody.
really is nobody.
There
There really
is
is
nobody.
nobody.
That's my point.
they're not
Like,
going to
you got to
get.
think about that.
They're not going to think about when Shaq was traded. Lakers did not get what he was worth. So I don't think that they should look for.
Wait,
You
which
said
tra-
when
wait,
Shaq was
wait,
traded?
Which trade are you talking about?
I'm talking about from the Heat to the from the
From
Lakers to the Heat.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're never going to get what
Oh.
you're worth at that point.
You always
because
get 50
you're
cents on the dollar.
that,
dude.
but that's also
Yeah.
Jerry Buss, who was making a deal with Shaq. Like, I understand, like, you don't want to be here, you want this money, and we don't really want you here.
So we're gonna send you to Miami.
So we're
where
going to
they
see you in
pay
Miami, and we're going to take a few players and like a pick or two or whatever, and like
yeah, but
they're
at
all
that
right.
time they was. Like, I remember Lakers were talking to the Mavericks, but Lakers were like, "We're not trading him to the West. Like,
Yeah.
we don't want to see him 4 times."
And
you know?
I get that.
Yeah.
I totally understand. Like, and I understand like not wanting to trade with anybody in the Western Conference. Like, I totally understand. But if I'm telling you that you're not gonna get anything better than what we're offering, and as a franchise, as a business, I'm trying to sell tickets, win a few games here and there, like
But
make
if
sure.
what if they hit New Orleans with the Philly plan? Like, hey, it's gonna be a struggle these next few years, but this year we're gonna keep losing so we can get us a top 3 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Next year we're gonna lose so we can get us a top 5 pick. Following year we're gonna lose, and give us time, because whatever move they make is not gonna make them a contender
Mm-hmm.
right away. So we talked about it way back that you don't want to be a team in that middle. You want to be a team that's either winning, close to winning the championship, and you're a contender, or you rather be a bottom team because
Oh, they're
going
gonna
to
be a bottom team if
Yeah.
we trade on these players.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
no,
still
they're
think-
gonna like
I
they're
still
gonna be
think
a bottom
they can
team.
win some games with Ingram. You get him off the chain.
Yeah.
Him and Kuzma away from LeBron. It's the smaller market, so it's not as much pressure. They can just
Yeah.
really
They're
go out there and
ninth
hoop.
seed.
So but a 9th seed is not gonna
Nah,
get
they're
you
not.
a
I
top
don't
pick.
even think they're a ninth seed with how deep the West is.
Because right now
You're
they-
not a 9 seed.
legit.
You're a 12 to 14.
Somebody look up how long
11 to
AD has
14.
been out because they're the 12th seed now. If they make that
That's
trade,
perfect for them.
they can move up a little bit, but they don't want to move up at all.
I think they moved down.
they
right
want to
now.
drop.
Lonzo's
and-
out for 8
and
weeks,
to-
so that hurts you right there.
Michael, to your
Lonzo
point, too,
really
though.
sad
Yeah.
on that.
And to your point, just about draft picks and where they need to fall. I hate saying this, but look at what happened with the Warriors and how they drafted when
Yeah, they
it
drafted
came to
their
Curry, Clay, and Draymond.
Yeah.
Their core 3. Those guys weren't top 5 lottery picks. They were picks 8 through, I believe,
30.
33.
50.
Right. So,
Hey,
so
Steph
if
should've
you
went top
if you
5.
have good management,
Should have.
If you have good management that can
Injuries.
truly scout
Terrible
talent,
management.
then you can go find some studs between picks 8 through 50.
Yeah, but
and
if
it
you
can work.
If you can go and get a Morant or RJ Barrett or Zion, you want to start losing right now. So that can be one piece you already got a
There's-
head start with.
That's
That's a
that's
hypothetical,
so
yeah.
much risk for a number 1 pick that may not pan out. And look at the last couple number
But
1
look
picks
at
in the last
Philly.
10 years.
I'm gonna tell you
Look
honestly.
at Philly.
Me being a Laker homer, if I had Lonzo Ball and Drew Holiday playing defense as my backcourt, I
Yeah,
think we're
that's-
doing
yeah, that's
really,
nice,
really
yeah.
good.
That's a great
And then
defensive
Ingram
backcourt.
at your small
Like that is
forward.
Who's
really,
putting up
and
points?
then Ingram is your small forward who also plays
Ingram, Kuz,
very
and
decent
Drew Holiday.
defense at this point in his career. And I think all of these guys are defensive players. Like Ingram's good, but at the end of the day, his defense and versatility
We
is
got
what makes
another
him
caller.
special.
Hey man, it's Courtside Radio with the starting 5.
What's
Who
good?
we got?
State your name.
Tell Bruce to stop pulling for Lonzo Ball.
Oh,
yeah.
Pete.
Someone is finally
Say-
speaking fast.
Get off.
Wow.
Get off the dick.
All I'm
Wow,
saying
he
with
mad.
what you guys are talking about with the Lakers, you guys are lucky David Stern ain't in charge of the New Orleans Pelicans.
Oh, he would
Fact,
shut
yeah.
this down a
He
long
would
time
shut it
ago.
down.
You guys would have no
Hey, but
chance.
listener, the caller that was there, he's actually in studio with us as Mr. Good News
So
himself.
salty.
The call
Mr.
was
mad.
Good News.
very
if you look up,
unwanted.
that is his face right there.
He's mad.
Someone will call 911 to have him escorted out
Hey,
if he does this
Yo,
again.
guys,
But
I'm gonna put hands on him. He gonna lock him
wait.
in the bathroom.
who's
over here.
Danny?
oh man, that's
I'm
we
waiting
don't
on
know.
the call, but he works. He's at
Yeah,
work.
we don't know who Danny is right now. But before we
The
before
bro
we
getting
move
that
on,
bag.
I have a question for you guys. So Porzingis went to the Knicks, told him he wanted to be traded. They made it happen.
Quickly.
AD
within
went
a
to the
day.
Still think this is insider trading with Cuban and
AD went to
Dolan.
the Pelicans, told him he wants to be gone. So how do you guys feel about players coming out, making more like trade requests and stating where they want to go. Like, do you like the fact that they have all this power and are doing like
Yes.
how the
State your
league-
name and game.
Power to
I
the
love it.
player.
You're giving me $30 million a year, but you just made $300 million off of me solely.
Yeah.
Just me as being AD. And the Pelicans franchise is a horrible franchise. They don't care about winning. They don't even care about basketball. They're worried about the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, the Saints.
Yeah.
So for me to be like, I want out of here is because I know you're not paying attention to what's going on in this arena, and I know you don't care what product you put on the floor, and I know you could care less that you're even winning games. Yeah, I'm taking you to the playoffs every year. Yes, you're getting a first round with some extra money in your pocket, but you could care less after that. So no, I don't want to be here. Trade me away, because if you were doing what was right, I wouldn't care about leaving.
True.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Russ wanted to stay. PG wanted to stay. KD probably would have stayed if they would have actually, done what they needed to do. But they had to get it right. Yeah. They realized that he's out. Oh, whoa. Okay, well, let's do this differently now. Maybe we need to spend money. And a lot of these franchises don't really care, especially the small market. And people say, oh, small market. It's not really about the small market. The guys that own these teams have money. Tons of it. And this is like for play with them.
The market matters because if you could play in LA, I think if you could play.
Nah, I told you. Yeah.
LeBron is in LA.
I don't think the market matters.
No, that's certain guys, but
that's off your skill.
Yeah.
But there's only like 5 guys who can the market doesn't matter for.
Yeah.
The rest of them kind of need to be in like.
But why though? I mean, why in the social media and digital media age that we live in now, especially making money off the court, which is why once upon a time we used to say
you get noticed, man. PG hadn't made an All-Star game and hadn't made an All-NBA team in years. Like PG was like reserve. This is like one of his first starts unless he was in the East. But when he was in Indy, no matter what, he was still getting
Gatorade commercials.
But he wasn't making All-NBA. That's why he couldn't get a Supermax. Like, that's why he was like, you know what, forget him out. I think if PG wanted to, he would have.
What you do on the Lakers, is
he's still in a small market though.
Makes everything become amplified.
And then
triple double.
Actually, what determines now what makes you a great player, half of it is on the media and what they write about you. Yeah. So whatever's getting out. So if I'm in a bigger market where more people are going to talk about me, and they're here and they know that their job might last a little longer if they say.
What's the difference between Indianapolis and Oklahoma City?
Nothing. They're both small markets, though.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're saying that he needs to be in a bigger market,
his star will be even bigger if he's in a bigger market.
I think he was going to be a star wherever he went.
He's
PG?
a star.
Nah, bro.
But the type of season that he's having, if he was with the Lakers, he would be like he's top 2 MVP candidate just because he's a Laker. That's why everybody's saying if LeBron comes back and he has a hell of a run because he's a Laker, everybody's going to push him to the MVP because he's a Laker. If he was doing it with Cleveland, they'd just be like, he always do this with Cleveland.
I don't argue for the big markets and let's break it down like this. In all the big markets where you assume players want to come play, people want to come live, people want to come party, people want to come do their thing. All right, there's only legit 2 big ones, New York, L.A. Clearly, everybody not going to New York for obvious reasons. Bad management. For the past couple years, up until recently, people didn't come to L.A. because of bad management. In the smaller markets where you have to fight for players' attention, you have to fight for the fans' attention, you have to fight for every right to keep your players, you have better management.
Yes,
so that's why you see better management
that's
in those smaller
That's not exactly true because the smaller markets have
not every
there's
small
some
market
bad management. A lot of it.
But that's destined
a
to
lot of these
anywhere.
smaller markets are, like I said, these owners are like guys with, and this is like their play thing.
Bump the owners. It's about the GMs. Especially if you have a owner
at the end of the
if you have an owner that's not that knee deep.
No, in the end of the day, you want to go to a team that's going to put you in the best chance.
But at the end of the day, a GM wants to win. An owner wants to make money.
Not all of them are making money though. Not all of them are making money off the NBA. Half of them are losing revenue on a yearly basis. And I say that from experience.
But it's a tax write-off.
But that's what I'm saying. Most of these guys that are losing don't really care because they're making so much money on the back end somewhere else. They kind of need to lose that money from that team. It might help me out in my taxes at the end of the year or something like that.
Look at what Donald Sterling was doing with the Clippers. I mean, screw that, man. But look what he was doing with the Clippers.
He literally was losing on purpose.
Yeah, all right,
because he made so much money on real estate.
Hell, James Dolan doesn't win crap with the Knicks.
Yes, but he's making
And
a
he
ton of money.
he owns the building.
Because he owns the market.
Yeah,
like I mean, he's getting all the money off the
They fill
market.
the seats every damn game. Even when they put that start, what was it like? It showed that photo. Like if you're not,
Yeah, because
like,
everybody
show your
come to
ex
see the winning team at Madison Square Garden.
No,
It's
they'll
so
still fill up
beautiful.
the games at the Garden where it's like
It could
like,
be
It's also
Knicks
a tourist
versus
attraction
the
too.
Knicks.
Yeah.
Knicks Grizzlies right now, and it's probably gonna be
the
a
crowd
near
ain't as hype
sellout.
unless it's a big game. Hey, but we could talk about that all day. Let's move on here. Once again, listeners, you're listening to Courtside Radio
Live.
with the starting five. Mike Hill, the PG. We got Mike in the building. What's up, Mike?
What's good with you, Big Mike, back in the building?
Killer Mike over here.
We got your boy Hans World in the building.
Shalom, shalom. Shout out to Vladimir Radmanovich.
Mr. Shice Wright.
Shout out.
Mr. Shice Wright is he's Steph Curry tonight. He's on fire.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah,
I
and
got some stuff to say.
man, for
What
real.
about
Then
that
we
Philly
got
motto?
I'm just
we got my
saying,
boy
man.
Mark in the building. Say what's up to the world, Mark.
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, so we're gonna move on. So another thing that was kind of breaking news is not as big, but for Lakers fans, we need this. It's the return of LeBron James, man. He's gonna-
LeBron.
yeah.
About time.
Rihanna came over. And
I really
saw
thought
it,
that-
and then
I
fixed
sincerely
it
thought he
all,
wasn't
and now
coming
he's
till
back.
after the All-Star
He
game.
missed 18 games, and
Me
he's
too.
Nah, he has to play in the All-Star. So
when he was
No, he
playing. Yeah, he has
It's like
to.
in his
No.
15th All-Star. He don't have to play.
No, he has to play
It's
for
in Los
his
Angeles.
image and his
In
brand,
its first year in Los Angeles, you have
and
to play
so he
that
could
game.
pick AD and make
You
it
get
even
full
bigger.
time with Anthony Davis over
I-
the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Like,
I
hell
wish-
But I mean, he'll probably be a Laker by then.
I wish the trade deadline was after the All-Star game compared to how they moved it up this year.
Yeah, I hate the fact that they got to play this game, and then it's the because the trade.
The
it's
trade no, they
before.
moved it.
Yeah, it's before. So
No,
yeah.
the trade deadline is next week.
Yeah, I
and
don't like
then
that.
the
All-Star
All-Star
game-
game is the week after.
Yeah.
Right,
I
so
don't know
usually it
if
was
you guys-
after.
Right
I
after.
personally like that.
Trade
I
deadline went in on
personally
like the
like that.
21st.
You like it?
Yeah.
I personally
But now
like
the
it 'cause I don't
season
want
starts
my-
earlier,
I don't
so-
want
Yeah,
these
trade-
guys
it makes
that are,
sense.
that are all-stars playing for their team, and I don't like it. Okay, I personally like the fact that they moved it before the game, all right? Because I don't want guys like, let's take Jimmy Butler, for example. If he was a Bull and then he ended up getting traded to Minnesota, hypothetically speaking, after the All-Star game.
Jason Kidd got traded during that
Yeah,
time.
Same thing happened
exactly.
from with Melo too, from Denver to New York.
Yeah.
He played the All-Star game in the West, and then got traded 2 days later to the East.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather them get traded,
Before,
yes. That way,
They won't have to.
hypothetically.
But then
Yeah.
but what if you said? But the All-Star line is going to be
it's
set
already
by
set, yeah. So you might not have a spot for you in the other conference.
They
But
gotta
hey,
switch you.
let's make sure we keep
I mean,
on
on
topic.
the Eastern side, yeah, they have a free spot now that Victor Oladipo's out.
Hey Alex, I know you're jealous of our team, but let us talk about it. So let's get back to talking LeBron James and his return.
Damn, Danny.
Last time he was here, he was the Lakers were the 4th seed. They got a huge win in Golden State, a really huge win, a big time win, and they
Merry
were looking
Christmas.
like they were on to something. But you know, he was out 18 games, and the Lakers are now the 9th seed, and they're going to be clawing to get back to where they want to be in the Western Conference race as far as being a top 5, top 4 team. So what do you guys feel about his impact? Say if the Lakers don't make that AD move, what is going to be LeBron's impact, and where do you see us moving in the rankings?
playoff team.
Definitely playoffs.
But
They-
they
definitely
might
play.
get bumped in the first round.
I don't think we get bumped. I think we make it as a seed with no home court at this point.
So 5 and below.
Yeah, so 5 and below because we lost Lonzo. If we would have had Lonzo, we would have been like 4.
We got Rondo. Rondo's hooping.
No, he's hooping, but there's no backup. The backup is LeBron. Him and LeBron
Exactly.
are going to have
Last
to stagger
season.
now.
Last
Nah, and then we got Ingram who
Count Lance
can play
Stevenson in
point
that.
and stuff like
What
that.
type of
But
crap is that?
no, please do not play Lance.
The guitar man.
At the
Make
point,
them dance Lance.
Mike,
Please
what
don't
you
make
feel
me
about
play Lance.
how do you think LeBron is going to help this Laker team, right the ship because they kind of, struggling low key. They fell off from when he was there, and now it's a lot of pressure on him. It's crazy though. It seems like LeBron does this every year. Like, hey, I'm
Man,
gonna
he
take off.
needs
But you guys
a
understand
story,
that he
bro.
warms up,
This
like,
is
this
the
is his
road to
warm-up
the
time.
MVP right now.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's all I
This
was
is
just about
literally
to
like
say.
him.
Well,
Like
not that part.
y'all want to take me
I don't
for
know about
granted.
MVP.
Y'all want to call me old. I'm about to average 35 the rest of this season.
Because
His
other
old
than-
ass is
other
not
than
about to average
last-
35 the rest
He
of
ain't
the season. He is
average
old.
35.
But
because the guys Jordan,
You old.
guys like Jordan don't. Miss
I'm not
games.
old.
Jordan.
old.
But I do
Bron's
understand
like 2
that
years older than me.
he's going
They
to
got
have to
Jewish
start
genes.
dominating towards the season, but it's going to be more so. This is his warm up time. He always takes. He's like, don't worry about it. However we start off, it's okay. It's still All-Star break, and then after that, these games actually matter. That's when I actually care.
But you have to remember this, Mike.
Was good.
That
Wait a
they're
minute. Look at that shirt. Look at that. That is.
Oh, but they're the LA Rams, so that's clearly a Pop Warner team.
No. You understand. You understand.
But
The Inglewood Rams still work.
LeBron.
What you mean? Where's the stadium gonna be?
Let's go,
They're
Patriots.
LA. They're not repping Inglewood. They're LA. But yeah, so with LeBron, I think it's different because now you're on the West and you see these teams in stacks, so you can't just come back and be the 12th seed in the East, and next thing you know you're the 3rd seed in the East because it's just that bad.
Yeah.
So in the West, it's going to be much tougher for them to.
It's
crawl.
too tight.
Yeah,
Yeah, margin for error is
tight.
slim.
Oh no, it's gonna be tough.
I had to listen to what I really said.
No, it's definitely gonna be tough for them to do anything in this Western Conference. But
Something wrong with you.
Hey,
can't deal with these young men.
I'm about to die, man.
I'm done with it.
Grow up, kids.
Nah, but yeah. So LeBron is going to be back. Other than Alex, we all feel that they're going to do great because it is.
Nah,
LeBron
bro.
and
I think that the Lakers are going to do well. I want to see them do
He
well.
didn't
I
say
do
great.
want to see
He said
them.
well.
Yeah, I want
he
to
said
great.
we're gonna hate her.
We're gonna do all right.
Latest dude
Look,
in
he
the
said
room.
they'll do
He
okay.
said well.
As soon as we started talking about AD to the Lakers, he just took his headphones off. He's
It
mad.
was like, hey,
Yeah, 'cause
how's it
it's
gonna do?
bullshit.
They're gonna do
It's not
okay.
happening. They're gonna wait till the summer. They're gonna wait till the summer.
I mean,
So-
you guys do have a chance if we stop playing.
Bro, my thing is that, like, I'm not saying from the Lakers standpoint, or I'm saying from the Pelican standpoint. Wait till the summer to hear all offers. And then
That
make a
is
move.
I do give you that is a smart choice.
Yeah, I mean, just
But
like,
it-
just keep
it's
all
the
your offers
smartest
open.
choice.
They want
But you need to hear these offers right now.
No,
you
listen
need
to
to
your
see
offers,
who's
see
giving
what you
them.
got.
Yeah.
Like what
But
offer?
then wait.
What offer are you kind of thinking about giving me in the summer? I need
Yeah.
to know right now.
Nobody's forcing
Because if
them
not,
to
I'm
make
trading
a
them to the
move.
Lakers.
Hey, but another player came back, part of the Banana Boat crew. Oh snap! Hey,
Wait.
Safety.
we just Jackie, come explain this.
Oh, snap.
That's what happened. She's wearing a Rams shirt, and there's a Pats fan in the building. We're about to get into
Oh. He's
That-
blaming the shirt.
He gave me the shirt.
Who said that?
Pats fan.
Go, Tom
Pats
Brady
fan
got
over
his
here.
6th ring this year.
My clumsiness.
Hey, but hey man, I wish you guys could have seen that because it was.
I watched it live in slow
Watch
motion
it
over
live.
here.
I saw
It went down.
I saw
It went down.
Embarrassing, but so
It was
hey, so we're moving on to the.
fucked up.
Yeah, you got to hold on to that one.
Yeah.
You don't got to post it yet,
Hold that.
That's blackmail.
Hey,
recording.
but hold
Hey,
on to that
he did
one
record the
just
whole
in
thing.
case.
Hey, next week
We need
Jackie.
good news bloopers.
Jackie, next week we need
Next
you
week?
on the show. Yeah,
Next
I'm dying over here.
I'm gonna
Because
make.
we have to explain what happened.
I'm gonna make that a meme video and just put it on repeat on
Hey,
the good news.
so the return of the other Banana Boat guy, Chris Paul, first game back.
You and this banana boat.
He finished up 10 points. Stop it, man. 9 assists, 4 rebounds. They took an L to the Pelicans.
Question me, man.
So
Without AD.
without
Which is
AD.
crazy.
So what do we see his impact being? Because James left last month averaging 43.6 points.
Mhm.
Do we see James keeping it up?
Yep.
Are they going to win more
I think
games?
this is exactly what they needed to make sure that when they get into the playoffs, James doesn't flame out like he did
Yeah,
last
I don't
year.
think he's averaging 40,
Thank you.
50 points.
Literally
yeah.
the same
put
thing I've been
somebody-
saying for the last 3 weeks. They
Yeah.
needed him.
They
Yeah, they need
need
Chris
they
Paul.
need
Guys.
someone to take pressure off of
Because
James.
you don't, no matter how great Kobe was during his time making
Mhm.
those runs, Lakers weren't winning.
Yeah.
So you need people to help you out because the ultimate goal is winning. So I think that he
Yeah.
may not average 40, he may not average 35, but I think that the winning is going to pick up for the Rockets. And they're not too far off. They're the they're the 5th seed. They are 3 games back from the 3rd seed. So they still want to make a push
Oh yeah.
so that they can have home.
I can see
court.
them. I can see them finishing top 4. I think the Fareed pickup was huge.
Nice,
Bro,
I'm
that's what I've been
Huge,
saying.
man.
Thank you.
Best pickup that I've seen in years.
Perfect player to play with
The
both
Manimal
Harden
came back.
and Chris Paul, and that was the thing about it. It was Fareed is a monster.
That's why I'm like, he came
Like
back
he
and
is
he's
a
showing
hell of a complimentary player when it
With-
comes
with
to
them
the
losing-
games they run.
with them losing Capella.
for what they need too.
Yeah, with them losing Capella, he was a perfect guy to take his place. And now you pretty much have Capella's better, but now you pretty much have 2
I don't-
Capellas.
You know what? You got that's what I'm saying. You got a Capella-esque, but he's more aggressive because he's more athletic than
Hell
Capella.
no, Capella be having 20 point, 20 rebound.
No, I'm
games.
talking about. I understand that, but you do understand talking about just being straight, just pure aggressive.
Oh, just being a gangster.
That's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
court.
Like pure aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Like Fareed is just natural. Like he just take over.
Yeah.
Athletically.
That's not Joel.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 fouls.
So it's
Wilson Chandler.
it's crazy. So LeBron's going to be back. CP3 is going to be back. So now we're getting towards the end of our show. As we can see, 14 minutes till 8. And it's something that we do, Mark, since you're new to this.
For sure.
It's something that we do every week. We call it Throwback Thursday Player of the Week. So we go reach for a player in the past. And
Who you got today?
we talk about them a little bit.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Then we we go post a video. So for the listeners, go and post a video. So the guy that I picked was Mr. Watts himself, Vermin Day, Andre Miller. Andre Miller is is our
I
throwback
respect that.
Thursday player of the game,
A
player of the week.
professional.
Yeah,
A
professional.
professional.
A pro. His best year, he led the league in assists. He was 16 and 11, which was his third year.
Wow.
Yeah, his career averages of 12.5, 3.7 rebounds, 6.5 assists. He's the only player I ever seen that had the old man game when he was 12,
Bruh,
10 years old.
He is the craftiest player I have ever seen. He looked like your uncle. Like he came to hoop with the young dude.
Watch out.
And he had like all these
Yeah,
old
watch out.
moves.
Look
Like
like
how
me.
he with the hezzy? Like
Yeah. Bro, he
had the
athletic.
hezzy before the hezzy was
He was-
popular.
Bro, he
He
wasn't even trying to do it. It was just like, oh, I can't get by him. Oops, I lost it. Got it.
Yeah.
He'll
was
be the
the
cat
literal-
that challenge you to like free throw contests at
Yeah.
every like family reunion.
Youngster play me
Like,
one-on-one.
y'all still got it.
I feel like
Shoot
Andre
contest
Miller
right now.
was
Come
like
on.
that vet that you put in, and this is why coaches trusted him so much, is because no matter what, he can keep the game, like, I guess, just steady,
Yeah.
calm, pace,
Hey, so
slow.
I don't know.
He was
I don't.
smooth with it.
Yeah, he was smooth.
So
really
smooth.
And he got broke off a lot. I just
Oh,
thought
the
about that.
defense. Oh, bro, we ain't talking about
want y'all-
the. We ain't talking about the
Wait a
defensive
minute.
end, 'cause
Yeah.
he getting ain't alive.
Wait a minute. He failed.
Hey, he be getting. Who calls
Slide to the left.
Hey,
I
I got him a couple times.
He spent more
Slide
time
to the
on
right.
the ground on the defensive side of the ball than standing up on the
But
offensive side.
in his defense, he did drop a lot of people.
Yeah, he
Oh,
had
yeah.
some
And
scary
that's what,
moves.
and if you got dropped by Andre Miller, that's
Embarrassing.
embarrassing, bro.
Because he got you,
He's
and it
moving-
was like deliberate.
He's moving
It's like,
4
damn,
miles
Gramps,
per
what type
hour.
of crap is this?
Yeah.
all
Hey,
his crossovers were in slow
so
motion.
so I remember 2 things about Andre Miller. Number one, I don't know if you guys remember, but if you
Yeah,
remember that
bro.
that Utah team that made it to in college, made it to the national championship with him, Keith Van Horn, Matt Doliak. That team was like fun to watch them play.
Shout out to Keith Van Horn for
Keith
for,
Van
for
Horn.
a shout out
Right.
for
Yeah,
a sighting.
Van Horn.
Damn.
No one says his name, but
High side.
and then
Back with New Jersey.
I don't know if you guys
Vladimir
remember
Radmanovich.
if you remember the game where he
Wow.
dropped 52, his career high.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, what team let him score 52 points on him, which is insane. But
The New York Knicks?
Wait, how
Nah,
many
it wasn't
teams
the
did
Knicks.
Andre Miller play
LeBron
for?
scored 52 on
Didn't he
Westchester,
play
but
for
we're
like
gonna leave that out.
8 teams or something?
10
like that?
teams.
I loved watching
10
him
teams,
with
yep.
Denver and also with Portland.
I liked him with the Clippers. He wasn't bad.
Remember him with the Cavs?
Yeah, that's where he started. He was the 8th pick overall.
Man,
First round, 8th pick in
Man.
back when Cleveland used to wear blue.
1999.
He had a
was-
great afro, too.
Yeah, at one point he
He
did.
did.
But what I liked about him was he was a guy who always would come back to the community and be at different events and just, be friendly with people. So Andre Miller's our Throwback Thursday Player of the Week. Make sure you guys check our IG at Courtside Radio for a video or highlights of that man.
Hell of a assist.
Shout out to Uncle Andre.
Yeah, if you
Uncle
don't
Dre.
know who he is, make sure you look him
Oh,
up.
my God.
So when we tell you he played an old man game, bro played an old man game and still
Man.
got buckets and assists.
Wreck ball.
I'll catch you at the
MVP.
next
He
barbecue.
He
Uncle.
ran all slow breaks for real.
Hey, yeah, facts.
It was like he passed the ball. Slow it down,
Yeah, slow
guys.
it down.
Slow it
Nigga,
down.
you got the board. Take off.
Hey, he was in the league at like 19, 20, moving like he was 42 already, and that's his age now. So it's insane. But
Pure half-
this
half
week we
court
weren't
all day.
able to bring you listeners our perfect player, our segment that we started last week. But make sure you guys tune in because next week we're going to get to our second aspect of our perfect player, which is vision.
And let them know who we have for our handles.
For our handles, and once again, for our handles, we came as a group, as a starting 5, and we chose Allen Iverson, the guy who did drop Andre Miller. So make sure you guys look up that video. Man, Mark, we
Damn,
thank
why
you.
you got to let's go?
Oh, this dude,
Fraud.
fraud. What's
Fraud.
up with that? That's
Fraud.
crazy.
He got LA
Hey,
Galaxy.
Hey,
he's
touchdown
so
with tangents
TDs
is coming
is
up
in.
next.
touchdowns and tackles.
We got to ask
Tap
Kenny
in.
why did he come here wearing a Raiders gear? When we first talked football, he said
He's
said
a
he was
Raiders
a
fan.
but he has a Rams cap on. So
I just saw those at the house somewhere.
I see that him
My
and
bad.
Jackie clearly hit each other up and said, "Hey, wear your Rams gear."
First of all,
Hey,
Don't
about
pull
to
a
go
Jackie.
grab
give him a break. His
Don't
bandwagon
pull a
paperwork just
Jackie
went
today.
through. He's officially transferred on the bandwagon.
First of
Okay.
all, he's beneficial.
Oh no,
Yes, we got the game.
yeah, the real game. We are live and we are live. You know
Exactly.
But hey, Courtside Radio. Hey, we thank you guys for tuning in, listening to us. The starting five coming here from Good News Radio, Good News Sports. Hey, it was a fun one, Mark. Thank you again for joining us on today.
Appreciate y'all
We
having
appreciate
me
you.
here, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime you want to come back, let us know. It was fun, man. We had a fun one. You saw Mr. Shice right in his Black Mamba mode because he was on fire today.
Y'all don't want no smoke.
Facts.
Y'all don't want no smoke.
He was on fire today,
He was-
but
he was
Got
on-
two
none
phones
of
out,
that.
getting ready
Just
to make
letting
some
you
calls
know.
to his agents.
Hey, sometimes
Just
you gotta
saying.
shut-
Yo, James Dolan, give me a 10-day contract. Come on, bro.
I'm
Facts.
what
Hey.
you putting on the floor out there, bro?
My boy Mike ready. He ready to take the ankles
Yeah.
are still in the ER.
First of all,
Killer Mike.
Thank
over
you.
there.
Nah.
Go to the
look, I
ER.
turns down no fades. You know
The
that.
ankle reaper.
Yeah, the ankle reaper.
Stupid.
Hey, but listeners, we thank you guys for tuning in. TDT is up next. Make sure you guys listen to that as well, so you can listen to about big news with the Super Bowl coming up. The Chiefs should be playing, but we know how the NFL works. We are
Yeah, if you lose, you don't get in. That's the only way it works. What you mean?
Brady gets 6.
Out of here.